in the fall. I'm going back to school. I'm gonna be a student again. Oh my gosh. Today I'm going to just be talking about some life updates. So I believe the last time I spoke about grad school and the future, I mentioned that I had been selected to interview to become a part of a particular student body. And since I recorded that video, I was in fact able to interview with the school. From that period of time, that was, I believe, the first Friday in March to now, and it's currently the middle of April. I had a lot of things just going through my mind. Mind you, I had another school that already accepted me that was in state, and so me being me, I have this tendency, and I should stop saying this because I want to change this about myself, but I have this tendency to be impatient. And not hearing back for a couple of weeks, I thought the worst. I thought that I didn't get into that school, and so I started moving forward with the school that was in state. So moving forward means that I started thinking about what kind of job I could get within that particular area, started thinking about housing situation, and just started planning my life that way. Last Friday, the 8th of April, I had pretty much given up, which is what you shouldn't do, on the school that I had interviewed for, so I wasn't even thinking about it whatsoever. And then I went to get gas. I was pumping gas, so I got back in my car, I locked my doors, and I was just waiting. I would check my pump and then just look to see if I had gotten any emails because I didn't have anything better to do. And I saw that I received an email, and so I looked, and it was an email informing me that I had been accepted to go to the University of San Diego for fall 2016. I had so many emotions going through my person at that time. On the one hand, I was excited because this was what I really wanted, but at the same time, I knew that I then would have to decline admission from the other school and then let my family know, let my friends know that I in fact would be moving from the state of Maryland to California, which is really huge and just such a big life change. And I have to admit, it still hasn't sunk in yet that this is going to happen in the fall, and now it's just figuring out what my life is going to look like when I get there. So that is, you know, finding a place to live, finding a roommate or several, finding a job, finding a church home, finding venues where I can continue to be creative and active. So that's like finding a dance studio, finding places to explore. And I know that it's going to be an interesting transition because for me, I know that whenever I'm in a new situation, I have stages that I go through. And the first stage, the initial stage, like when you find out about the opportunity, I was so excited about it. I was pumped. I was like, this is going to be great. My life is really beginning to get started, all this other stuff. And then after that, I hit that wall where the changes almost seemed to be a bit much, and I started questioning, why am I there? I started questioning my purpose in that particular place. And this stage, there's a lot of crying, a lot of journal writing, a lot of self-exploration, like an extra amount of prayer, focusing in on what my purpose actually is. And then after that, it's the like starting to really feel good wherever you are. It's finding your footing and realizing that yes, this is my purpose. Yes, I am supposed to be here. Yes, I somewhat know what I'm doing. And then sometimes I will admit there is that in between that, yes, this is great to ugh, what am I doing kind of stage. But for the most part, as you go along, you have more periods of time where you feel great about what's happening and less periods of time where you just question your whole life. So I know that this experience is going to be no different. I believe it's going to be fulfilling. I believe it's going to be great. But I would be lying if I were to say that I know everything's going to go super smoothly the entire time, because life doesn't work like that. But I believe that I am equipped to take part in this new adventure. I believe that every step of the way I will be receiving guidance and wisdom, and God's just gonna continue to show me. He's gonna continue to stand with me as I move along. So I'm just gonna remind myself of my value and my worth, and not second guess myself, and just remind myself to be patient, to wait on things, and just know that I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. Well, that's all that I have to say. I will say that whoever you are watching, I hope that you're doing swimmingly. I like that word. I hope that something I've said has helped you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.